Sorry.
This meeting is called to order. I'll ask Lee Hall to lead us in our invocation.
If you would, bow your heads, please. Dear Heavenly Father, we thank you so much for this day. We thank you, Lord God, for your sovereign hand of protection upon us. And we just ask, Lord, that as we conduct business on behalf of the people of Helena tonight, that you grant us the wisdom and knowledge that we need in order to do so effectively and according to your will. Help us, Lord God, to never sidestep your plans, but to follow completely surrendered and in obedience to your plan for your people. Lord, we love you and we praise you, and we ask this in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Amen.
Okay. Next, we have the pledge of allegiance, and 2 Eagle Scouts, Brayden and Jarrett, LaPore, are going to lead us in our pledge.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Council roll call.
Whitman.
Here.
Jessup. Here. Faulty.
Here.
Bankcliff.
Here.
Cordell.
Here. We have a quorum. Next, we have the presentation of our minutes from the March 14th, 2022 meeting. I'll have a chance to go over those. Any questions or concerns?
Can someone share this to what's happening in Helena?
All right, we got a motion to approve the second of the minutes. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right. Minutes are read. Next, we've got our revenue report and our bill payment. Again, you've had a chance to go over all of those things. Any questions, concerns?
Make a motion that we approve the revenue report and bill payments.
Anybody second?
I'll second.
All right, we've had a motion and a second for us to pay the bills. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
We're gonna operate for another month. We're gonna pay our bills, which is a good thing. Next, we have the municipal operations report from Mayor Puckett.
All right, thank you. Just want to give everybody a quick update. If you were out and about this weekend, you knew that there was a lot of things going on in the city of Helena. So most of those events were done by volunteers. The Easter egg hunts, I do want to make sure that I point out the church at Old Town provided over 8,000 eggs that they stuffed with candy for the Easter egg hunt. Parks and Rec did a great job of making sure all of that was facilitated well. And then the Hot Board Old Town Live Concert Series event Saturday night with Driving Crime was phenomenal. With all the different events going on, I didn't have a single traffic complaint, which is a rarity on just a normal day. So it was kind of nice to see that. With that, I won't bother and bore anyone else right now. Just wait a minute.
Okay. All right. Next on our agenda is our first reading for the sign ordinance, which is ordinance 888-2022, which is an ordinance amending the zoning ordinance of Helena to provide uniform sign regulations. This is our first reading. Do any of you have any comments?
Just applaud the body of folks that spent over a year working on this. It's long overdue. Look forward to seeing this implemented.
I'd like to make just a quick, summary of what it is. Previously, our sign ordinance had been spread throughout several sections of our zoning ordinance. And so this kind of consolidates all of those regulations into one section. And we went through and kept the things that made sense, changed the things that we feel would better reflect the future that we want for Helena. But it's definitely a huge step forward for us as far as getting our zoning ordinance together in a way that we feel like it needs to be to best serve the city of Helena.
No, I was going to say the same thing, and just say that, I'm sure it'll be available online for you to read, but it's a lot simpler. Those who read it maybe 5 years ago, it was difficult for any citizen to comply because it was so complex. it's a lot simpler and straightforward, so this is a great improvement for the city.
Yes, all these ordinances will be online for people to read and see. Okay. Next on our agenda is another first reading for the Transportation Impact Fee Ordinance 889-2022. And basically that is an ordinance creating impact fees to be charged on new developments to fund city transportation, park and recreational infrastructure. And again, this is definitely needed. Anybody have any questions or comments you want to make on that?
I'll say that I feel like for us, this is kind of long overdue. One of the biggest problems that I've heard for, well, over a decade is the infrastructure issues and the inability to kind of stay ahead of that or at least get caught up. And I do feel like, you know, that your council, I don't know if it was a month or so ago, we entered into a contract with Sane Associates, and Associates, I think. And it's an engineering company that works more with roads, and they're working on putting a plan together for us to be able to get things under better control. It takes a lot of money to do that and a lot of time, but this is a good step in the right direction and something that we've needed for a very long time. So I'm actually really pleased to see us moving forward in this manner. I think that it'll still take some time to see some things, but it is absolutely a step in the right direction.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's definitely good. And again, all of you can see these ordinances online to read them for yourself, all 35 pages of them. So aren't you glad I'm not reading it to you? All right, next on our agenda is our tag team grant awards for the all four of our Helena schools. And maybe I shouldn't say I was on the committee to decide who gets this grant and who does not. But I have to tell you, it was really hard. I mean, really hard, but it was wonderful. We had so many. Now I'll quit talking and turn it over to the mayor.
No, you're good. Yes, to Ms. Alice's points, this was the first time that we've done this grant where we actually had to turn people away, which hurt us to have to do that. But the good thing is the popularity with the third iteration of this grant is becoming more and more prevalent. The teachers are needing it and wanting it. So overall, just want to give you some quick stats. Overall for this tag team grant, since we started it, this is the third time we've done it. We've now awarded 86 teachers a total of $220,000 in the past year and a half. And then this go around in this iteration, the spring 2022 iteration, there was 50 total teachers that applied for grants, totaling $192,544. Obviously, we couldn't give all that out at once, so we were able to pick out, or I should say the committee. Alice is on the committee, Dan Deering is on the committee, and myself. So we went through and decided really who was going to be the best, but not really. I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that. All in all, are the best.
Bless.
But anybody that did not receive a grant this time, your peers in the classrooms, please encourage them to apply again next go around in November, because you all will not be eligible next time, but they will. So, but we are going to be awarding it to a total of 33 teachers this time. So with that, y'all know hopefully the routine is I'll get the principal up here, and then we'll call the winners for each school. So we'll start off with Principal Holcomb for the elementary school. So the first winner for the elementary school is going to be Coach Ashley Balloon with stability balls and equipment for. So, and that was $1,800. The next one is Amanda Garcia with $2,608.50 for administrative. Next, we have Lee Jordan for $360 for headphones for her class. And then Kathleen Keelan with professional development fees so she can attend some conferences this summer. And then finally for the elementary school, School, Sabrina Nolan, for teaching manipulatives.
Yep.
I just summarized it. It was a lot of stuff. So here's your check. So congratulations to all of
Get a picture.
And this is a small group. Congratulations.
Well done.
So next I'll have Principal Baker come up for the intermediate school. And this is the long one, so I'm sorry, everybody, it's gonna take a while.
That's okay.
Yeah, absolutely. So we'll start off with Lillian Brewer, was requesting Spire decodable readers for her classroom. Carrie Carpery, with books and fees for professional development. Next, we have Bridget Cox for a Chromebook charging card for her class. Next, we have Jill Davis for book sets for the library. And then next we have, and if I mess up any names, I'm sorry ahead of time, I apologize. Brianna Farrell with books and professional development. The next we have Shelby Formentano. Okay, perfect. She is a little over $2,000 for Evo classroom kits. Next we have Sarah Hopper for books and professional development.
Run.
I'm kidding. The next winner we have is Crystal Kulo.
Kulo. And she's
And
not
you're the
here.
taker. So there's that one. Then next we have Amanda Miller for iPads and cases. Next we have Renee Scott for more Spire decodable readers, which I really then we have Kelly Smith for computers, books, and shelves. And then Jessica Sockwell, looms and yarn. So this is And the last one for the intermediate school is going to be Arita Sparks for iPads and cases. So in the total for the intermediate school is $16,207.95.
Awesome. You go wherever you need to go.
Good?
Congratulations, everybody.
Bravo. Art teacher.
So next we'll have the middle school. Dr. Epps sends his deepest regards. He actually had to be at a baseball game for his son, so we have the wonderful Miss Glover here to represent the middle school. So for the middle school, we'll start off with Ashley Blankenship with 9 squared in the air. And she's not here, so yes. The
Bravo.
next one we have is Angela Edwards for science equipment, $6,700.
Wow.
That's a lot of Bunsen burners. So the next we have is Michelle Evans for flexible seating. Whitney Galt for books and flexible seating for $2,000. And then we have Miss Glover. She won an award as well. And then we have Mallory Houston. Nope. I know, these middle school kids are driving me crazy. It is ACAPS week, and I know that because I have 2 kids in the middle school. Next we have Hannah Hutter for $3,000 for a sensory room. Then we have Allison Lackey for a classroom book set. Oh, she is. And then finally, for the middle school is we have Coach Trent Posey for $3,600 for PE equipment. Yeah, it is received. Yes. Congratulations. Was $21,492. And then finally, the high school. So the high school will get Principal Barr to come up. I know she was here, I saw her just a second ago, yes. So the first we have is Erica Burns with funding for entrepreneurship and marketing materials. Marie J. for work-based learning trips. Then we have Mr. Derek Dupas and I thought the last couple of times we'd have been done with all the TI-83 calculators, but I guess we're still buying more of those. So Stephanie Fowler for $1,800 for TI-83 calculators and charging stations. And then finally is going to be Summer Simpson. Yes, that's what that is. She's not here. So that was for digital frames to display artwork throughout the school. That's right. Yes. Congratulations, you all. So the total for the high school was $9,813.98. So we just gave 33 teachers in 4 schools all this funding, but the good thing is we know that we get to do it all over again in November. So I can't thank the council
Thank you,
enough
City of
for approving
Helena.
this each and every time for us, and then the committee members for choosing everybody that gets to be on.
Next on our agenda is another recognition of our Helena High School Majorettes for winning state. The mayor had something to say about that.
Yes, so the Helena High School Majorettes recently brought home a state championship title at the NBTA's Alabama State Twirling Competition. They competed against several other high schools to win Helena's first title in the State School Dance Twirl Senior Division. In addition to the state title, team members competed for individual events as well, receiving multiple top 5 finishes and a first place win. Members of the team include Maddie Randall, Aurora Kennedy, Abby Barish, Libby Dudley, Emma Devereux, Lacey Moss, Molly Grace McCall. Okay, did I mess that up? I did mess that up? Can you help me? McHugh, wow. There's no Q even associated with it. Katie Allison, Sarah Turner, and then Captain. Sarah Turner is captain, and Cameron Corley is also captain. So congratulations. Competition. I mean, I'm used to seeing you on Friday nights at football games, but not in a competition. So congratulations for all your hard work. So we'll get a picture here.
Maybe some of you should come in.
Awesome.
Twirl something. Flame. All right. I think we're done.
Congratulations.
It won't let me.
I'm working through.
Facebook won't let me.
Next on our agenda, I'm gonna turn it over to Councilman Woodman, organizing our Eagle Scouts. Now,
Yes, if, Brady Scouts to come forward. There you go, here's my sliding door. We'd like to recognize our two newest Eagle Scouts. We'd like them to introduce themselves to the crowd and briefly tell about their Eagle Scouts, and we'd like to also give you these two resolutions in your honor. These will be, there you go. All right, if you would, go ahead.
Hi, my name is Jarrett LaPore. This is my older brother Brayden, and he's shy, so. So we're Boy Scouts of Troop 367 at Invocation Methodist Church, and for my Eagle project, I love working with animals. Anything to do with animals, I'll be right there. So specifically like marine animals, but can't do that. So I decided to make like rice heating pads for like animals in like animal shelters. I made like 120, 140, something like that. It was a lot. And but what they can be used for is two uses. They can be used for like when they're coming out of surgery, they can rest like their open wound after it's sewn on it to kind of heal it and kind of alleviate pain. And, or they can be used during like the cold winter months to keep them warm. And I contacted 7 different institutions and 5 answered. And we gave like 30 to each or so. I would try to name them for y'all. I don't want to waste 20 minutes of this meeting. But yeah, that was my project.
Great job.
Alright, so my project is kind of similar. It's helping something, but in this case, it's I help children because I don't know what it is, but I just have a passion for children. That's what I want to devote my life to. So what I did was I created 70 comfort care bags, which had a stuffed animal, a book, and a blanket, and I delivered it to like 3 organizations that help children in need. And these organizations were First Light, Alabama Baptist Children's Home, and Shelby Connections. And that probably took about 8 hours to do, or less, to deliver them. Yeah, to deliver them all to the places. But yeah, it's mine.
Well, thank you so much. You up here, picture day real quick? Yeah. For the paper?
hey, you gotta have pictures.
Oh, yeah. You gotta prove you're here, yeah.
If it's not on
Yes.
Were you want all of us?
Brian, on the count of 3, yeah, you have to please come down. I'd love for all of y'all to be here.
Shelby's living also.
No, Todd can't.
New Helena magazine.
On the count of 3, we're gonna stand on our tippy toes.
Y'all good?
Awesome.
I think it's videoing, sorry. I'm using someone else's camera, okay, here we go. There we go. Sorry.
We got a heart, y'all. Thank you.
Next on our agenda is to approve or deny the purchase of the lawnmowers for the streets and parks and recreation department with using use tax funds for up to $25,000. I know we've all discussed it, it'd be basically one for each department, correct? Is there any discussion, any questions on that?
I motion we approve the purchase.
I'll second.
All right, we we've had a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, we're gonna get some new lawnmowers. Exciting. Alright, and then the next thing that's on our agenda is an amendment to ordinance 880-2021, and that is being tabled till next time, till our next meeting. Moving right along, we've got, approve or deny the board applicants for the library, hot board, diversity, historical farmers market, and I'm gonna read the list of names of the people that have been added to these, added to these boards. For the Historical Preservation Board, we've added Jenna May, Maria Avery, Robert Botters, Eric Baumgartner, Amy Mann, and Tommy Horn. For the Diversity Inclusion Board, we've added Spa Angeles. For the Hot Board, we've added Jordan Hosey and Bert Davis. For the Farmers Market, we've added Matt Meyerler, Sonia Parker and Brittany Roberts. And for the library, we've added Nancy Ferris and Ginger Klein. Okay, so y'all vote.
I'll make a motion, we approve these board applicants.
I'll second.
All right, we've had a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All right, these people will be added to our boards. Great. Moving right along, the next we have is to approve and deny an ABC license for the Steakhouse of Helena, which is basically encompasses two buildings, right, down and on Helena Road. Is there anyone that needs to talk about that? All right. Mr. Hatchie, do you have anything you want to say?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, no, it's just gonna be an upscale steakhouse with alcohol.
Okay, since when's the opening date?
Sometimes in May, we're shooting for 1st of May, but that may be delayed.
Are you have a question?
Mr. Hamshe, since we're requesting a liquor license here, I'm just wondering what your previous experience is running a restaurant of this nature.
Well, I've got a restaurant at present, Crestline, called the Filling Station.
And you have are you gonna be running the restaurant, or will you have a management team that runs it?
Well, I'll be involved, this lady right here is gonna be running it. But the Filling Station's been open for about 6 years.
Yeah, I'm familiar with that.
Yeah.
Didn't know that you were, the owner, but I'm
Yeah.
familiar with it.
Cool.
80%. So,
I don't have any further questions.
All right. Is there any questions? I'll entertain a motion.
I motion we approve.
I'll second.
We've had a motion or a second to approve the ABC license for the Steakhouse of Helena. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay, good. I love a good steak. Next, we've got, approve or deny the emergency replacement and installation of heating and air conditioning units here for this building. For the back side of it, for $23,400. We did have a little fire, so this is something that we really need to do, and y'all are all aware of this. We need discussion.
I'll make a motion that we approve the emergency replacement and installation of heating units.
I'll second.
All right, we've had a motion and a second. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, then we're gonna get a new heating and air unit. Next, we have a proclamation to make April 2022 Autism Awareness Month, and I'm gonna turn that over to Liz Halsey. She's gonna tell us about that.
Thank you, President Lobel, I appreciate that. Each year I do this, primarily, I was completely unaware of this disability and disorder until I became a mom of a son that is on the autism spectrum. Really the biggest reason I do this every year is to just create more awareness and acceptance and make sure that we still remember that it is something that, you know, a lot of individuals around us are dealing with. Years ago, there were fewer people diagnosed with this, and as we learn more every single year, we learn a lot about a whole lot of medical things, but one of the things that we've learned in ASDs is that 1 in 54 individuals will be diagnosed with that. It's a pretty significant amount. I think that at this point, it's probably more common for you to be interacting with people on the spectrum on an every single day basis, as opposed to it not being anymore. And I think the biggest thing is us continuing to learn how to interact with these individuals, to be inclusive of them. They bring a whole lot of unique, amazing personalities to the table that I genuinely think that if you don't take the time to get to know, you miss out on things. You really, truly do. So I really just want to encourage you guys to just do your part to kind of make sure that you make people that perhaps seem a little more socially awkward or uncomfortable in social situations or seem to get overwhelmed and anxious. Please don't ignore them. Just give them time and space, chit chat with them, get to know them, learn how to interact with them. If you don't know how to do that, I'm more than happy to teach you or be a partner in that with you. But I just want to encourage you to work really hard to make everybody feel like we are all special and that we bring value to the table, no matter what we have diagnoses wise or don't. And I will say that one of the things that I think I would even like to thank my council for on this and our chief as well, is that I think that is something that our chief and I have been very passionate about bringing this forward for a while now, and there have been some huge strides made in this city, particularly with Chief Lynn initially getting on board with something I really wanted to bring a long time ago, and that was training for our officers. And he just snatched that up and ran with it. And I will applaud our mayor, who took that a step farther and made sure that all of our employees, not just our first responders, but all of our employees knew how to interact with anyone who might be having a situation or encountering a situation that's just overwhelmingly stressful for them. So I'm really stinking proud of Helena for doing that and being the first in the state to do it. And then also being the first in the state to put some money on the line and say, hey, we want to make sure that there's something at events that are city events that are accessible for not just people that have autism spectrum disorder, but also PTSD, dementia issues, things like that, through our sensory training, our sensory vehicle, not training vehicle, it is a sensory vehicle for them. But just really proud of the steps that I feel like Helena is making to make sure that those that have really unique and special abilities are being heard, listened to, and we are taking care of them just like we're taking care of everyone else. So that's really it. So I just wanted to kind of bring that to the light. So thank you, President Lovell.
Thank you, Lee. All right, next on our agenda is a proclamation proclaiming April as Arbor Month for the city of Helena.
Can we do it? Okay. So we are declaring with a proclamation that the month of April is Arbor Month for the city of Helena. One of the things that we love about our community is that it's not an overrun city like with a ton of concrete like a Hoover or a Pelham or all those other cities. Yeah, I'm gonna call them. But one of the things that this council has been really proactive with is becoming a true city USA and making sure that we're doing everything right as a city. And this is part of it, is declaring an Arbor Month for the city of Helena. So as of today, I hereunto set my hand and cause the seal of the city to be affixed in the city of Helena. That this 11th day of April, that April is now considered Arbor Month for the city of Helena. Go plant a tree.
All right, next we have several candidates that are running for office for this upcoming election. And we've got several of you, so I'm gonna let you come up and speak, but I am gonna ask you to limit it to about 2 minutes or so, if you don't mind. And the first one we have is Jane Hampton, who is a candidate for the Shelby County Board of Education. Jane, you wanna come up here and speak? Yeah, come up here.
I can use my principal voice.
Okay, whatever you want to do, Jane. Go ahead.
I am Jane Hampton. I am running for re-election to the Shelby County Board of Education. I've lived in Shelby County for 50 years, and don't do the math because you'll figure out how old I am. But I have been in this system only as a teacher, an assistant principal, and a principal before retiring and running for the Board of Education. I would appreciate your support come May the 24th. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jane. And next, we have Aubrey Miller, who's also a candidate for Shelby County Board of Education. Aubrey, you want to come up here?
I don't have a principal's voice. It belongs to my wife, and she's not here. Good afternoon, everybody. I'm Aubrey Miller. I am running for re-election to the Shelby County Board of Education. My wife was a principal. She was a teacher for 30 years in the Shelby County community. It was an inspiration to me to see her give herself, and she was my inspiration to run for the Board of Education a couple of terms ago. I want to use one of my minutes to say congratulations to our Majorettes, and you didn't give them big enough applause. Let's give them a little bit more. Council and to the city of Helena and the citizens of Helena for your partnership and support of our teachers, and all the teachers and principals. Y'all raise your hands. A few are left. Thank you, and thank you for the work that you do for our children. It's been a tough 2 years, and you have made a lasting impression on all of our children. Real quickly, yes, I'm running for re-election, and I hope that you will allow me to earn your vote. We have served, Jane and I have, on that board together for the last 12 years. She and my wife worked alongside each other in various schools across this district, and we have invested ourselves as parents, as educators and married to educators, and people who have something to give back to a community that has given us much. So once again, thank you for all that you do. Thank you for your partnership with the Board of Education, and it is because of that partnership that this education system in this community is one of the greatest in this region. God bless you, and thank you very much.
Thank you.
Next, we have Matt Casey, who's a candidate for Shelby County District Attorney. Matt.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Matt Casey. I'm running for Shelby County District Attorney. I've been a Deputy District Attorney in Jefferson County for 14 years. And in that 14 years, I've been assigned to Domestic Violence Court, I've been assigned to Drug Court, I've been assigned to Family Court, I've been assigned to DUI Court, I've been assigned to Circuit Court. I've been the lead prosecutor on thousands of felony cases. I've been the lead trial attorney on hundreds of jury trials, including capital murder cases, sexual assault cases, trafficking fentanyl, heroin, cocaine, and many other cases. You name it, I've probably tried it 3 times. That's the good thing about being a prosecutor in Jefferson County. You get a lot of experience, which is why I live in Shelby County. On a personal note, I'm married to Dr. Emily Casey, who's the team physician for Pelham High School and Spain Park High School, and I have 2 daughters that attend Oak Mountain School System. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm a prosecutor. That's what I do. That's all I've done for my entire professional career. On May 24th, I ask that you vote Matt Casey. Thank you.
Moving along, next we have Jonathan Spann, and Jonathan is a candidate for Shelby County Circuit Judge. Jonathan.
Thank you to the council and mayor for having me, and I always lead with this. Anytime you tell a lawyer 2 minutes, you can count on 4. But I will try to keep it to a true 2 minutes. My name's Jonathan Spann. I'm running for circuit judge here in Shelby County. It's an open seat. Judge Corey Moore is retiring, and that seat is open. So just a little bit about me. I've lived here in the county for the last 16 years. My business has been here in the county, my law firm. Previously, Krause & Morrison and Spann, I founded that law firm, or co-founded it in 2006, and now Morrison and Spann. I have, like Mr. Casey, tried hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands of cases to both bench and jury trials. I've handled cases at the state and federal level, and at the appellate court level in the state and the federal courts. I've tried cases in all areas of the law, whether it be civil cases, criminal cases, domestic relations cases, and that's sort of what our positions here in Shelby County call for. There are some places, like in Jefferson County, they have divisions. I mean, circuit judges would only try civil cases, or only try circuit criminal cases, or only try divorce cases. We don't have that in Shelby County, and we don't have that in most places throughout the state. So judges are called upon to handle a variety of different types of cases, and I have experience in handling all those sorts of cases. I thank the council and the mayor and all the teachers and educators and students who are here. That's a thing that's near and dear to my heart. My mother was a school teacher. My wife is a school teacher by trade, although she's been staying at home with my son, who is just about to turn 5, and my daughter, who's graduating from our school systems here in Shelby County in May. So we sort of re-enlisted in the kid department. It was an unexpected blessing. It really was. So, I mean, truly, he's either making me old or keeping me young, and I haven't decided which yet. It's to be determined. But at any rate, I thank you for listening for a few minutes. I ask for your consideration and your vote on May 24th. Thank you.
Next on our agenda, we have Donna Ballou, who's a candidate for Shelby County Circuit Judge as well. Donna?
I'm Donna Ballou, and I'm running for Shelby County Circuit Judge, also place 1. I've been an attorney serving the citizens of Shelby County for over 24 years. I've handled a wide variety of cases in our state and federal courts. I'm a summa cum laude graduate from UAB with a degree in English and a minor in history, and I attended Cumberland School of Law. The law is my life. I have over 32 years in the legal field. I started as a file clerk at the age of 18 for a law firm. I became a legal secretary for 8 years before I went to law school, and I've been practicing for over 24 years. There are 3 important things I'd like you to know about me. I have had the honor of defending this document during my career. This is a copy of the Constitution. I believe in a strict interpretation of the Constitution, as written and as intended by our founding fathers. I'm a conservative. I support the rights and freedoms guaranteed by this document, and I'm a patriot. I have fought for the Constitution, including my own First Amendment free speech case that I won that went as far as the U.S. Supreme Court. My case confirmed that political free speech is to be afforded the highest constitutional protection. The case has been cited hundreds of times all over the country. On a personal note, I've been married for over 30 years. We live in Calera. We have one grown son who is a nurse anesthetist at Shelby Baptist Medical Center. He's married, and I am a brand new grandma. I don't know if y'all have seen, I have some historical videos that I make for my campaign. The next one coming up will have Helena featured in it, the coke ovens of Helena. And I wanted to give Ken Penhale a shout out for what he has done to preserve Helena's history. Again, I'm Donna Ballou. I would appreciate your support, and I ask for your vote on May 24th in the primary. Go down the ballot, look for the judges, y'all. Don't stop at your state candidates. Please go down, look for your judges, do your homework, and don't leave us out. I appreciate your consideration very much. Thank y'all.
Now, one of my favorite things is our council comments. Y'all get to hear from us. I always just start at the very end with Hal, and we'll work our way up. Councilman Hood?
It's a temptation to go down, everybody would just recognize and say it again, but I'm not going to steal the thunder of the rest of council. I am going to say that I want to say congratulations to our newest Eagle Scouts, LaPore brothers. That's an amazing feat to do. I don't think many people understand how hard that is to accomplish, especially as you become a teenager. But congratulations on seeing it through. I also want to mention that the Helena Historical Society has an April 23rd hike to see the historic coke ovens that were just mentioned. It'll be at 3:15 in the sports complex. Check their Facebook page. It has great historical information, and you can hear about these wonderful hikes. In fact, the coke ovens may be some of the oldest coke ovens I'm gonna go ahead and say world, but probably just the southeast. Also, earlier, the council had recognized Rebecca Luker with her own day here in Helena. Her first celebration is gonna be this Sunday, which actually falls on Easter, on her birthday. But we're gonna do some special recognition for her, but just wanted everybody to think about it. If you don't know who Rebecca Luker is from Helena, Google her, and you'll find out all about her. Thank you.
I want to start off by saying a big congratulations and thank you to Helena's hot board, who worked so hard to bring a fantastic kickoff to the summer concert series, Old Town Live. This past Saturday, we had a tremendous turnout, 1,500 to 2,000 people estimated attendees. It had a great positive revenue impact for our Old Town businesses and for those who were there. And we did have a lot of people that came from out of town, which is kind of what we were hoping for. And we had a great time. The next Old Town Live will be in June, so keep an eye out for that. And thanks again to our hot board. I wanted to give an update for the Diversity and Inclusion Board. They are having the Helena International Unity Festival. Did I get the whole name right? Mm-hmm. Good. And also April 23rd, y'all. April 23rd is when you want to be in Helena. Like, there's so much to do. You know, everybody said, oh, all the things are happening this past Saturday. The 23rd too. So just plan on being here, stay for that. It's gonna be from 11 to 4 at the amphitheater. Lots of fun, music, food trucks, information. Just a wonderful community event. I'd encourage all of you to attend if you're able. The library will be celebrating Earth Day on the 22nd. They'll have free coloring until the materials run out. And also, all you teachers that are still here, Dan has asked me to remind your students, if they don't have a library card, now is the time to do it because before they get out of school. Summer reading is coming and will be here before you know it. So it's a great time to go ahead and renew or get a library card so you can be prepared for the summer reading program this summer. And also, for teachers, congratulations, thank you for submitting the grant applications. And especially for Ms. Hopper, my son is in her class and was so excited when he found out that she had gotten a grant for classroom materials, and he was so proud of her and proud of us for doing that and for caring about him. So I just wanted y'all to know, and you to know too, how much that means to him.
Saturday, April 23rd, that's the date to remember, I think. The Invocation Board's gonna plan out all the hanging baskets that you see throughout the city during the year. I want to invite everybody who is interested to come out and help plant those. It's actually a dual event. We make the baskets, but we also teach you how to plant containers as well. So we want to invite you to come out to that. All the educators and scouts and volunteers that are in this room tonight, and we're heavy on those tonight. I just want to say thank you so much for your contributions to the city and to the lives of our young people. It means more than any of us in this room will ever realize. Thank you for what you do. That's all I have.
It does start sounding like a broken record. But congratulations to the Majorettes. Job well done, ladies. Job well done. Brayden and Jarrett, congratulations to both of you too. I agree. I mean, it's an impressive undertaking to do what you did. So congratulations. It speaks to your determination and willingness to follow through on something that is extremely challenging to finish. So I applaud both of you for that. Teachers, principals, all of you people are amazing. This is an incredible place to raise our kids, and you are a huge part of that. So thank you so much. There's nowhere else I would want to raise my kiddos. So thank you for that. And then also I will just add on to the hot board. It's seriously between sprinkling that I really thought it would be a nightmare for traffic. And I was actually hearing people praise our traffic. We never hear praise over how traffic is in Helena. So you note it. It's like a noted thing. But whoever was in charge of all the logistical components and conversations, they need to be in charge of it all the time. It was fabulous. So anyway, thank you all.
I promise I will not repeat all the things they said, but I'm very fortunate I get to come last, and they've said all the really good things. I do have a couple of things. First of all, Majorettes, do you think you could teach me how to kick my leg as high as you guys? Because you amazed me on Friday nights and doing that. So, if y'all ever not seen, it's phenomenal. But I am going to brag on my teen council, who's sitting over in the back corner over here. But that's their delegated spot. They're not trying to get, But on April the 3rd, my teen council hosted a dinner for the senior citizens of Helena. It's extremely successful. We had about 100 people there. It was made possible through a grant that we received through the tourism department. And I don't know what the kids have to say, but I've heard so many positive comments from people. So I'm very proud of you guys. Like I said, they make me look good, and I appreciate that very much. So, all right, that's all I have. Anybody else have anything? Going. This meeting's adjourned. Thank you.
Another one. Just a quick reminder that HBA will be meeting tomorrow morning at 8:30 a.m. and this with the mayor of Helena. And look who's been with me, a fellow member. So we hope to see y'all here, and you get to ask Mayor Puckett whatever questions you want. I'll see y'all in the morning at 8:30. Bye, y'all.